At the heart of it, meditation is about being present. It can be easy, it feels amazing, and you can definitely do it. Welcome to the Meditate with Miinkay podcast, where I teach you how to fit meditation into your daily life. With just a little bit of instruction and some practice, you can become a daily meditator. Cleaning our space is really healthy and frees up the mind. So today, we'll be learning about how to clear clutter as a meditation. I'm your host, Miinkay, longtime meditator and advocate for clutter clearing. I started decluttering as a kid because my parents are hoarders. They grew up in an age of scarcity, and so they really feel the need to hold on to a lot of things because they don't know when they'll see it again. But growing up in my generation, I really didn't like having so much stuff around. Every time I moved, I got rid of stuff and I felt better. So after my big move to LA, I try to do it every year. But one year, I found Marie Kondo's book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. It's a really fun and easy read, and it teaches you how to tidy your home using her method. And I love her method because it's not rooted in logic. It's rooted in joy. You decide what to keep or get rid of simply by understanding if it gives you joy. Even if it's functional, if it doesn't bring you joy, then you need to consider getting rid of it and replacing it with something that does. For example, when I started using this method, I was able to get rid of 75% of the clothes in my closet. Because before then, I just held on to clothes because they're all functional. I can wear them. I spend money on them, they're good clothes, and a lot of them were for work. But really, I wore them out of necessity. And when I started to use this method, holding each piece of clothing, asking if it brings me joy, I was able to say no to a lot of my clothes. And when I donated them, I felt great because then I only had clothes that I really loved wearing. I didn't have to stand in front of my closet not knowing what to wear because really, before I gave them away, I had too many choices. And now I only had clothes that I loved wearing, so it made me happier to get dressed in the morning. I wasn't getting stuck just sifting through this and that and having so many things to go through. It made my life simpler and it made my life easier. And I don't miss all those other clothes. So this meditation was inspired by Marie Kondo. We're going to work on understanding our joy and do some decluttering with it. Let's work in small, bite-sized pieces. Marie's book asks you to do one category all at once. So for example, clothes is a category, books is a category. But I know you're a busy person, so we'll just do 5 minutes at a time. And the easiest category to start with in decluttering is your clothes. So go to your closet and pull out anywhere from 10 to 20 pieces of clothing. Put them in a pile and then center yourself. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Repeat after me. Breathing in. I am taking time to clear some clutter. Breathing out, I am ready to let go of a few items. Breathing in, I'm taking time to clear some clutter. Breathing out, I am ready to let go of a few items. Bring your thoughts into your body and allow your breathing to normalize. I am breathing. I am ready to declutter. To do this method, hold one piece of clothing at a time and notice if it brings you joy. You should feel right away whether or not this piece makes you happy or gives you a flutter in your heart or brings a smile to your face. If it does, put it in the joy pile. If it doesn't, put it in the not joy pile. And if you can't decide, then just put it back in the original pile and then pick it up again later. So let's do the first view together. Pick up your first item of clothing, then ask yourself, does this bring me joy? And joy to me feels like a lightness in my heart. Notice what your heart says. And depending on the answer, sort your piece of clothing appropriately. Then take a breath and pick up your next item of clothing. Ask yourself, does this bring me joy? And take in the first answer. An answer should come right away. If you hesitate, then put it back in the original pile. Take a breath, recenter yourself, and pick up your next item of clothing. Does this bring me joy? Pause this podcast and continue these steps on your own until your pile of clothes is sorted. Use these following steps. Take a breath, center yourself, hold your item of clothing in your hands, ask yourself, does this bring me joy? And sort it. Come back to the podcast when you're done. Wonderful. You've taken 5 minutes to sort your clothes. If you still have clothes you're unsure of, that's okay. Work on them again tomorrow. Taking the time to understand what brings you joy might not come easily. If it doesn't and you put everything back in the original pile, that's okay. Try again with different clothes tomorrow. The point of this exercise is really to practice and learn about what does make you happy. Because when you can sort out what actually makes you happy, then you can sort out a lot of things in your life. Try this meditation every day for the next week until all your clothes are sorted. If you haven't read Marie Kondo's book, I highly recommend it. Not only does it teach decluttering, but it teaches you how to store your belongings so that you never have to reorganize again. Thank you for joining me again today for my little fangirl episode on decluttering. I'm honored that you picked me to spend your 5 minutes of meditation. This is Miinkay. Please join me again next week for another meditation. Hi, I'm the host Miinkay, and I wanted to thank you for listening. If you've been enjoying the show, something easy you could do to help me is to rate and review the podcast. Just go to your podcast app, and usually the rate and review section is at the bottom of the podcast page. It only takes a minute, and doing so helps me and helps other people find Meditate with Miinkay. So thank you in advance, and please enjoy today's meditation.